organisation, Field Masters.
Oh,
So I said yes. So yes, people are encouraging for these ambassadors.
If we have any brand ambassador wannabes out there, if you are an established ambassador, if you're looking for a brand ambassador, get in touch with us. Let us know, and let's see what we can work out.
Yes. So we're back. We're going into our main.
That's a good link.
Very good.
Ambassadors on Instagram.
Yes.
Talking about Insta.
Boom.
Excellent. So yeah, as we know, you are the mind. You have a mind for social media.
Yes.
I'm just looking at your Quest4success
Yes.
flyers here, which says effective social media training for business. I think I've been on one of your I'm sure I've been on one of your workshops in Brixton before.
Okay.
When
I was in the hub.
Yeah.
Progress. You've seen my journey for real as well, actually, haven't you? Yeah.
So using social media for business, I'm gonna talk about Instagram because it is. It's not as new as Snapchat, but it is one that a lot of people are using, and especially a lot of young people are using as well. So I wanted to talk about Insta. How do we use Instagram for business? If anybody's been living under a rock and they don't know what Instagram is, Tendai, just give us a very brief synopsis. What is Instagram and what is it normally used for?
Instagram is a photo and video sharing app that allows you to share images and videos with audiences.
Simple.
In a nutshell.
It's in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So,
No, you go.
I was going to say, so how do we, as businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs, not even just small businesses, even like medium and larger size businesses, how do we harness that ability to share info? Because that's what it is, isn't it? Sharing information.
Absolutely.
We want to interact with people. What is it that we should be doing to actually entice people to be interacting with us on Instagram?
Now that would be telling. That's what I do.
But come on to my workshop.
I will. You need to be finding out what your audience's needs are first and foremost. That's where a lot of people get it twisted because they're just like, oh, let me just put this out, let me put that out, post that out. But if your audience don't want that on that platform, they're not going to be receptive to it. So it's finding out. It's a picture sharing app first and foremost. So when I first started it for my DJ business, I thought, how is this going to help me? It was very photo sharing at the time. Videos at the time before Facebook bought it were 15 seconds. And for the DJing element, it wasn't long enough. 15 seconds. It's funny because now it's like, actually, you can do what you need to do in 15 seconds now. And then Facebook purchased Instagram, and all of a sudden, Instagram was started in 2010, and within their first year, they got, good couple of million people, followers. So their stats were really, really high. Facebook saw it, purchased them, and then we were able to have videos for 1 minute. So do you remember the 15-second?
I remember the 15-second ones,
So we moved to 1 minute. So it depends on what you're using it for. So that's why you'll see brands, people that have got a product more so, that should be using Instagram, because when people are looking for something to buy, hairstyles to kind of rock, that's where we're going to, right? We're going there opposed to Facebook. But when it comes to services, it's not as popular, but I get a lot of I'm getting about 70% of my business from Instagram. I've had schools, councils contact me from things I've posted on Instagram. So if you're able to do it effectively, i.e. cut to the chase, can you do what you need to do in a minute? And if, to be honest, they want to see it probably in less than that time.
To be honest, I don't ever watch a full video on Instagram.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm annoyed that you can't fast forward to
I know.
on Insta.
And you can in Instagram TV. But you can't. So IGTV. So they move all the time.
Just explain the IGTV.
Cool. Before I go to IGTV, then she's like, just wait. She's like, I'm taking this all. Before you get to after the videos, they realise, the 15-second thing actually worked really good. They obviously saw the stats, because as a business, for those of you that have got a business account, you can see the stats. You can see how long someone stayed in and watched your video for. You could do that on Facebook as well. So they obviously saw that people our attention spans are very small, just like Snapchat. because Snapchat's very, very popular.
Yeah.
So they brought out stories. So people move to stories now. Stories we can do short videos for and photos. And then they see like, oh, people are very receptive to this, you know, this side of things. And they brought out Instagram TV, where videos can be much, much longer. So
let me just recap, sorry.
Yes.
So you've got normal videos that you just post on your profile, which can be up to a minute.
Correct.
Yeah, so they'll just see it and swipe and
Absolutely.
look at it. Then you've got Instagram stories, which are more highlighted.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
so if you want someone or you want your audience to know or look at a particular thing, you've got a special offer or whatever, you use a story?
You can use either for those, but with stories you can see who's actually watching your story.
Okay,
That's a
so
great
you've
thing.
got a bit more, I guess, analytics behind it.
Yeah.
And then you've got the IGTV,
Correct.
where you can have a longer
videos. Absolutely.
So, I mean, Instagram has so many functions. How do you know which one is right for your enterprise, your business? Like to encourage sales, to encourage more followers, things like that. How do you know which function is best for you?
You try.
Okay.
You try it out, find out what is going to work. So for me, I was like, this story is going to work. And yes, because I'm seeing the repeat people that are constantly watching, they end up contacting me. Because they're watching, whereas they're not necessarily liking things that I didn't know they was necessarily watching. So it's good for you to find out, you know, who your potential audiences are. But yeah, it's trial and error. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask you. I'm kind of going to guess the answer, but should we always be using an Instagram business account as opposed to a personal, and for our businesses? And what's the difference, right? Because I remember we had personal, and then I'm like, oh, you can change this to a business account, but they didn't really tell us what the difference was going to be.
So with the business account, you can see stats.
Okay.
You can see analytics. In a nutshell.
Okay.
Yeah, stats.
And is there any downsides to using that, switching to a business account?
None whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's better for businesses to get more information that they want to switch to a business.
Absolutely.
Switch to business account.
Do it.
Don't know where we are now.
How do you sell on Instagram? Because you said things like you can purchase things on Instagram. So is it a bit like, I don't know, like an Amazon type feature?
So they've got a shop feature, which is linked to Facebook Shop and Shopify.
Okay.
And it has to be for a product. So you'll notice, you know, Pretty Young Thing and all those, you know, those shops, brand, anyone that's selling products. Even if you go to Love Yaya, you know, Hub and Culture, you can actually make direct sales by clicking on their on specific photos if they've added it as a function, and you're able to be redirected to make a sale, to make a purchase.
So you can put like a particular product, a picture of a product up, and people can, I don't know, click on it, swipe,
absolutely,
and it takes them to a page to purchase.
Yeah.
See, before it was just pictures.
Exactly.
And now
It's
we've
really
got like a whole
evolving.
e-commerce type, and that's just part of, I think, as you said earlier, our whole digital evolution. The way that we're going is that, you know what, soon we just have to think about something, and we would have bought it. If you delivered.
So I have a question about, you know how we all like to do plans and strategies. Because Instagram has got so big and massive, would you encourage businesses, entrepreneurs to develop like an Instagram plan, strategy, so they know what they're selling, when they're selling it, when they're posting, all that stuff? Or do you just do it as and when?
I personally, I'm managing 4 business accounts. I've got Black Calendar. I also manage. Your face looks so shocked there, like what?
No.
I showed Black Calendar. What? Who? So it depends. You know, whatever works for people. Some people haven't got the time for that realistically. Many people haven't got the time for that realistically. Having a plan works, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm a very spontaneous person. That works for me. I'm just, you know, if someone preparing for an interview, I'll be like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to roll with it. But some people have to plan. They're like, I need to know. So different strokes for different folk. Different strokes for different folks. Yes, planning would make sense. But if you're not, you're also using Twitter, Facebook, and you're trying to run a business, and you're trying to, I told you my website went down the other day, and I had to do all of that. Have you got time to be doing all of that? If you've got the capacity and the capabilities to do that, absolutely, yes. Yeah.
So you mentioned you manage other accounts. Do you have a platform to manage all of that? Like there's different apps and Hootsuite.
It's called social management tools.
Yeah.
So yes, there's Hootsuite is my go-to. But yeah, people don't have to. It depends, because I wouldn't recommend people be on all of the platforms. It doesn't work for all people, and people will get overwhelmed, and then that's when they just throw the towel in.
Well, like you said, it depends on where your audience are.
Absolutely.
Because if your audience are not tweeting, if you're selling stair lifts, you're not really going to need to be on Twitter. I don't know. I'm just assuming, because your target audience are probably not going to be tweeting. I'm making a stereotypical judgment.
And it depends on who the audience is, because if they want to sell stair lifts to manufacturers or like to stockists.
So I'm thinking more if you're selling to individuals. The older community, and they're not necessarily going to be on Twitter, but they might be more on Facebook. So
I do recommend people use the social management tools, especially if they don't always use all of the platforms, because that's a good way to monitor and engage without having to go on each of those platforms. So absolutely do recommend that. But I've just noticed with my clients, I get loads of clients, especially through the university, and it just becomes overwhelming, and people end up throwing in the towel if you try to give them too much to do. Right. So getting them in the first instance to use the social management tool, that is doing well for them. At the moment, I could use just Instagram and get very, very good business and not have to use Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, but I still do, because you don't know who.
So if people are interested in, they may perhaps want to develop their Instagram profile, they really want to start doing some business, e-commerce, writing stuff, they just want some advice on managing their profile, how can they get at you?
Just go to my website or Instagram, or whichever their preference, their tool is. Quest4success. Quest4success UK. Highly accessible. I've got the red. My branding is red and white. I've got a big red target for the queue, so you'll see it around. It's funny when I meet people, they go, "Oh, you're Quest4success." So I've got this flyer rolling around in places. So whatever your preferred method of communication is.
You've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram. What's this? I don't know what that one is.
That one was Square. I think that one was Square. We don't use this one anymore. So this is when I first started, and I was like, let me put it on there just in case. So Square was where you would tell people where your location was. Do you remember that one? Nope. Or people can phone me 07539331460 if they want.
There is a phone.
There is. I know. Because I do a free consultation in the first instance via phone, and then from there I do a consultation. So that because people say to me, I want to come to you, I need Instagram, and then by the time we've done a consultation, they're like, oh yeah, I don't need Instagram actually. It's something else, maybe other skills such as I teach like Canva, so understanding how to create these things,
brochures.
Exactly.
I told you she did so much.
So much. In so little time.
Do you know what I mean?
Always. Sorry.
So have we got time for a quick competition? Were you wrapping this up?
Wrapping it up, but we can say...
Well, feel the fit anyway. If anyone mentions Quest4success and tell me why you want a free book, I'm going to leave it with you guys. And I'm going to look out for the best answer. I've got a free book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Okay. What are you guys going to do this year with regards to feeling the fear and doing it with regards to your business and stepping up the ante and coming out of your comfort zone? Let the girls know.
I like it.
But looking forward to
you did it all in time. We gotta go.
Have we gotta go?
We gotta go.
We got to go.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted.
Absolute pleasure.
It's been great. I feel like I've ticked something off my list.
You guys need to do some team bonding and come for a DJ workshop. Have you ever learned how to DJ?
That would be hilarious.
And on that note, Jesus is Lord. Yes, we will see you later. We'll talk after the show.
Perfect, yes.
Yeah, we're saying adios.
We are. We're handing over the reins to Sonia.
Yes, Sonia, hi. Everyone, check Sonia after the show. We'll be right back next week. See you later.
Bye, guys. Hey,
You should do that for Google.
Say that again.
What's that? Would you do that for Google?
Yeah.
What's Google?
Was it Ghanaian?
Ghana UK Best Achievement Award.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Team
so
bonding day.
really good.
And
I
that's
haven't thought about our team
Day.
build.
I know.
Boom. It would be so fun.
Oh,
And do you know what? It's going to be beneficial because there's going to be a day where people are going to underestimate your skills. And you'll be like, excuse me.
I can do that.
No.
I'm surprised they actually did any DJ classes, DJ
No.
things. I saw this thing
Oh,
with
forgot
Taylor.
this is recorded.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Guys, say hi and bye. I wasn't talking to myself, guys. Say hi.
Hi.
Auntie.
Oh,
Hey.